Hello class 9, how are you all? So whatever we studied last time we will revise, then we will move to the next topic. So last time I told you about the atom, what is atom, structure of atom. Yes, I told you about atom, structure of atom. Okay, and in this class we are going to study theory given by different scientists for atom, means how was the shape of atom. It was told by John Dalton and many other scientists. So how does an atom look like? Yes, so we will try to know with the help of some theory. Okay, so last time whatever we studied, let's revise. First topic, as you can see on the screen, first topic is what is an atom. Yes, atom. So we know that everything in this world, all the matter are made of atom. All the matter is made of atom. So what is matter? Matter is anything which takes up space and has mass, or you can say matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Okay, and all the matter are made of atom. Okay, I am made of atom, you are also made of atom. Okay, atoms are building block of matter. What is atom? Atoms are building block of matter. Okay, so remember it. Yes, they build the any matter. Yes, they help to make any matter. Yes, atoms help to make any matter. Okay, sort of how bricks are the building block of houses. You know, to make the house we use bricks. So in a order, in the same way atoms are arranged. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's so you can see model of atom, which is name is a planetary model of atom. Yes, the name of model is planetary model of atom. Okay, and you know that planetary model of atom. If I talk about planetary model of atom, it was given by Rutherford. Yes, it was given by Rutherford. Because we know about planets, that planets revolve around the solar system. Yes, am I right? Planets revolve around the sun. Planets revolve around the sun in our solar system. Planets revolve around the sun in our solar system, and they revolve in a fixed path. Yes, they revolve, all the planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all these planets revolve in a fixed path. The path we call it orbit. Yes, the path is known as orbit. Okay, and the shape of atom, which was given by Rutherford, it is similar to the shape of solar system. Okay, you can see Rutherford atom model and you can see solar system. Yes, so look the shape of Rutherford atom model. You can see the red and some green balls, which is actually representing sun. Okay, which is actually representing sun. Okay, I hope you understood the planetary model of atom. Yes, our model of atom is based on planetary model of atom, which was given by Rutherford. Then it was improved by many scientists like Bohr. Bohr is name of scientist who improved the model of Rutherford. Okay, now let's move on the next point. So kids, you already know there are many type of atom. There are 118 elements. They are actually atom. Okay, they are made of atom. All the elements are made of atom. Okay, and you know hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. All these are atom, made of atom. All these are elements made of atom, and they have fixed atom. They have fixed shape. You can see the picture of atom. This is the picture of carbon atom. Yes, this is the picture of carbon atom. Okay, so you can see the shape is just like planet, solar system. Yes, the shape is just like our solar system. You can see that at the center, orange and sky blue color ball. Can you see orange in sky blue color ball? Sky blue color ball actually representing proton, and orange color ball is representing neutron. And in circle you can see ball which is in a green color, which is actually electron. Okay, electrons are revolving in circle, same as planets revolve around the sun. Yes, so you can imagine here that our sun is made of hydrogen and helium. In the same way, sun is the center of solar system. In the same way, nucleus is the center of our atom. Which is the center of our atom? Nucleus is the center of our atom. Okay, and in nucleus, proton and neutron are present. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, so I showed you the structure of atom. Yes, now let's explain what is the structure of atom in detail. Yes, let's try to know about it in detail. Let's revise it, because we have already studied, but I want that you should study again so you can understand it. So you can see the first point, nucleus. So what is nucleus? Nucleus is the center of the atom. Yes, nucleus is the center of the atom, and it is the home of proton and neutron. Yes, it is the home of proton and neutron. So we know that in our home we live together. Our home, who lives? Mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, auntie, we all live together. Grandmother, grandfather, so we all live together in a home. In the same way, who lives in nucleus? In nucleus, proton and neutron live. Yes, so nucleus is the center of atom. Just like the solar system, sun is the center of it. Sun is the center of solar system. Yes, sun is the center of solar system. In the same way, nucleus is the center of atom, and it is the home of proton and neutron. Okay, and now the question is, let's talk about proton. Let's talk about proton. So we denote the proton by P. Yes, proton is denoted by P. Proton is denoted by P. And what is the mass of proton? Proton has relative mass of 1. Yes, only 1. Mass is plus 1. Okay, 1, or you can say plus 1. Okay, and which charge is present on proton? Proton has positive charge. Okay, proton has positive charge. Remember kids, proton is a particle. Always remember, proton is a particle. So I can also say proton is a positive charge particle. Proton is a positive charge particle. And so we denote proton by P plus also. Okay, P plus. Usually we write P plus. Okay. So what does it do? Proton helps to determine the atomic number. Yes, remember kids, proton helps to determine the atomic number. Yes, it is you can find it inside the nucleus. Okay, you can find it inside the nucleus. I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay, now let's talk about neutron. Yes, so we have been studying about the structure of atom. Now next topic is neutron. So we know that neutron has plus charge. Yes, proton has plus charge, means proton has positive charge. So proton is a positive charge particle. Now what charge is present on neutron? Neutron has no charge, zero charge. So that's why neutron is neutral. And neutron, we know that proton is denoted by P plus. Yes, proton is denoted by P plus. So in the same way, neutron is denoted by N, or you can say N0. Okay, 0 right above the N. Neutron is denoted by N0. So because neutron has no charge, zero charge, that's why we write 0. Because proton has plus charge, because it is positive charge particle, that's why we write plus. And what is the mass of neutron? We know that the mass of proton is 1. Yes, the relative mass of proton is 1. In the same way, neutron has relative mass of 1. Yes, what is the mass of neutron? 1. Okay, and we know that proton is found inside the nucleus. Yes, so nucleus is the home of proton. In the same way, neutron is also found inside the nucleus. So neutron is the home of, sorry, nucleus is the home of neutron. Nucleus is the home of neutron. Okay. So neutron is found inside the nucleus. So nucleus is the home of neutron. Okay. I hope you understood. Now let's move on to the next point. Okay, now let's talk about the electron. Yes. So we know that proton and neutron are found. Proton and neutron are found inside the nucleus. Yes, proton and neutron are found inside the nucleus. But electrons are found outside the nucleus. Yes, electrons are found outside the nucleus. We know that proton has positive charge. Yes, proton is positive charge particle. And which charge is present on electron? Which charge is present on electron? On electron, negative charge present. So we can say electron has negative charge. Electron has negative charge, because proton is a particle, neutron is a particle, and electron is also particle. So we can say electron is a negative charge particle. Electron is a negative charge particle. And what is the symbol to be used for electron? Yes, what is the symbol to be used for electron? E minus. We write minus above the E. Okay. So electron is a negative charge particle. Where is it found? It is found outside the nucleus. Yes, in the orbit. Electrons revolve around the nucleus in fixed circle, we call fixed path, we call them orbit. Okay. So kids, remember point number 1, electron has negative charge. Electron has negative charge. Electron is a negative charge particle. Electron is a negative charge particle. And next point, that what is the symbol of electron? Electron is denoted by E minus. Electron is denoted by E minus. Okay. It is found inside the nucleus. No, it is found outside the nucleus. Pay attention. It is found outside the nucleus. Okay. And it revolves in fixed path. We call it orbit. Okay. And it was the structure of atom. Yes. And many model was given by different scientists. Rutherford gave the model of atom. Bohr scientists also gave the model of atom. Yes, different scientists gave the model of different atom. Now let's study that what is the relation between electron, proton and neutron. Then we will study the theory related to atoms. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, so question is, how are proton, neutron and electrons are related to each other? Yes, how are they related to each other? How are they related to each other? Point number 1, because proton has positive charge, electron has negative charge, but the value is same. Yes, the value of proton and electron is always same. The value of proton and electron is always same. So we can say number of proton is always equal to number of electron. Number of proton is always equal to number of electron. For example, carbon. Carbon has 6 electron. Carbon has 6 electron. It means how many proton will be? The number of proton will be also 6. The number of proton will also be 6, because number of proton is equal to number of electron. Next, number of proton is equal to atomic number. Number of proton is equal to atomic number. Number of proton is equal to atomic number. Yes. So what does proton tells us? Proton tells us about atoms. How many atoms are present? Yes. So what is the meaning of atomic number? Atomic number means number of atom. So number of proton is equal to atomic number. For example, oxygen. Oxygen has 8 electron. That's why 8 proton will also be present, because proton is equal to electron. So how many proton are present in oxygen? 8. Because I said that number of proton is equal to atomic number. Number of proton is equal to atomic number. Because the number of proton of oxygen, how many proton are present in oxygen? 8. That's why atomic number will also be 8. Okay, so atomic number will be 8. Okay, if I ask you that sodium, how many electrons are present? 11. So proton also 11. That's why atomic number also 8. It means the value will be same. Value of proton, electron, atomic number will be same. Correct? Next, mass number. How to calculate mass? How to calculate mass? Mass number. If we add proton and neutron, then we get mass. If we add proton and neutron, then we get mass. Okay. For example, the mass. What is the mass number of sodium? Because in sodium 11 proton are present and 12 neutron are present. That's why total mass number will be 23. So what is the mass number of sodium? 23. Okay. So different atom has different mass number. Okay. So mass number we get by adding proton and neutron. Now how to get neutron? If you want to know the neutron, you will have to subtract atomic number from mass number. I hope you understood. Now let's talk about the atomic theory. Yes, let's move on the next point. Okay kids, now let's talk about the theory of atom. Yes, because many scientists gave the different theory of atom. Why did they give the theory of atom? Why did they give the theory of atom? Yes, why did they give the theory of atom? Because they want to make a structure of atom. So different scientists gave, different physicists give the theory related to atom. That atom looks like this, atom looks like this, atom looks like monkey, atom looks like elephant. So different scientists gave different theory. So you can see the first theory, atomic theory. This theory was given by John Dalton. Yes, John Dalton gave the theory of atom. So let's study. Point number 1. All matter is made up of atom. Yes, all matter is made up of atom. Yes, I already told you about that matter is made up of atom. Okay, so it is old thing. Next point. Atom of an elements are identical. Yes, atoms of an elements are identical. Means they all will be same. They will have same property. Yes, atoms of an elements are identical. It means they all will have same property. They all will have same characteristic. Next point. Each element has different atom. Yes, every element. If I am talking about only one element, then all the atom which are present in that element, in that one element, will be same. But in different elements will be different atom. So each element has different atom. Okay, next point. Atoms can engage in a chemical reaction. Yes, atoms can engage in a chemical reaction. Yes, chemical reaction happen because of atom. Without atom, chemical reaction cannot happen. So atoms are the main part which involve during the chemical reaction. Yes. Okay. Next point. Atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. Yes. God, you cannot create God. You cannot destroy God. Soul, you cannot create. Soul, you cannot destroy. In the same way, atom, you cannot create atom. You cannot destroy. So atom can neither be created nor destroyed. And last one, atoms are indivisible. Yes, you cannot divide atom. You can divide anything. You can divide your food. You can divide pencil. You can divide anything. You can divide in maths. But atoms, you cannot do part. You cannot do 2 parts of hydrogen. You cannot do 2 parts of helium. Atoms are indivisible. Okay. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, I hope you understood. Point number 1, all matter is made up of atom. Point number 2, atom of an elements are identical. Point number 3, each element has different atom. Point number 4, atom can engage in a chemical reaction. Point number 5, atom can neither be created nor destroyed. Point number 6, atoms are indivisible. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Now kids, let's study about the model of atom which was given by Rutherford. Yes, so Rutherford gave the model of atom. So Rutherford gave the planetary model of atom. Rutherford gave planetary model of atom. I already showed you the picture of planetary model of atom in the beginning. Yes, so let's study the point of Rutherford atomic model. Point number 1, atom has positively charged central part. Yes, Rutherford said the atom has a positively charged central part. Yes, center of the atom is positively charged. It was said by Rutherford. Atom has a center which is positively charged. So it was told by Rutherford, and it is true. It is fact. It is real fact. And we know that nucleus is the center, and nucleus has positively charged particle which is known as proton, and that's why nucleus is a positive charge central part. Nucleus is a positive charge central part. Next point, electrons are distributed around nucleus. Yes, electrons are distributed around the nucleus. Yes, it is true. I already explained you, electrons are distributed around the nucleus. Yes, but Rutherford did not tell that electrons revolve in a fixed circular path called orbit. Yes, Rutherford did not tell that electrons revolve in a fixed circular path called orbit. Okay, he just said that electrons distributed around the nucleus. It means according to Rutherford, one electron can collide with another electron. Yes, okay, they may have accident. Okay, according to Rutherford, they may have accident. You can see the picture, okay, which is given below the picture of Rutherford. You can see the name of Rutherford, Ernest Rutherford. Ernest Rutherford was born in 1871. He died in 1937. Yes, Ernest Rutherford was born in 1871. He died in 1937. Next point, point number 3. Mass of an atom is concentrated at the nucleus. Yes, according to Rutherford, all the mass of atom is present at the nucleus. Yes, it is true. It is real fact. All the mass of an atom concentrated at the nucleus. Yes, all the mass of atom is actually in the nucleus, present in the nucleus. Next point, point number 4. Compared with total volume of an atom, the volume of nucleus is meager. Yes, the volume of nucleus is meager. Okay, I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, we talked that point number 1, atom has positively charged central part, we call it nucleus. Electrons are distributed around the nucleus. Yes, it is also true, but he did not say that electrons revolve, so it is not correct point. Okay, it is not correct point. Point number 2 is actually not correct, which was told by Rutherford. So later it was improved by many scientists. We will study. Next point, point number 3, mass of an atom is concentrated at nucleus. Yes, all the mass of an atom is at the nucleus. Compared with total volume of an atom, the volume of nucleus is meager. Yes, the volume of nucleus is meager. Means the volume of nucleus is very smaller. Nucleus is very small in size. Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's go on the next point. Okay kids, now let's study about the charged particle in matter. Yes, charged particle in matter. Atom have 3 type of particle. Yes, atom have 3 type of particle: proton, electron, neutron. Yes, electron, proton, neutron. Atoms have 3 particles: electron, which is negatively charged particle; proton, which is positively charged particle; neutron, which has no charge, it is neutral. In one word, we can say they are known as subatomic particle. Yes, Electron, proton and neutron, they are known as subatomic particle. Electron, proton and neutron, they are known as subatomic particle. Okay, I hope you understood. So atom have three type of subatomic particles. They are electron, proton and neutron. Electrons are negatively charged, proton are positively charged, neutron has no charge. I already told. Next point. The mass of an electron is 1 by 2000 of mass of hydrogen atom. Yes. So what is the mass of electron? What is the mass of electron? We know. What is the mass of proton? What is the mass of proton? What is the mass of proton? Proton has relative mass of 1. What is the mass of neutron? What is the mass of neutron? Neutron has relative mass of 1. What is the mass of electron? What is the mass of electron? What is the mass of electron? The mass of electron is 1 by 2000 of the mass of hydrogen atom. Yes. 1 by 2000. Yes. Okay. And the mass of proton is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom. Yes, the mass of proton is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom and is taken as 1 unit. Yes, we know that we take the mass of 1 unit. And the mass of neutron is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom and is taken as 1 neutron. Yes. So the mass of neutron and mass of proton is equal. Okay, but the mass of electron is different. Mass of electron is 1 by 12,000 of mass of hydrogen. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, kids. So, point number 1, atom has 3 subatomic particles. Yes, atom has 3 subatomic particles. Electron, proton, neutron. Electrons are negatively charged particles. Proton are positively charged particles. Neutron has no charge. The mass of proton is equal to the mass of hydrogen atom. 1 hydrogen atom. Okay. And the mass of neutron is equal to the mass of 1 hydrogen atom. It means the mass of proton and mass of neutron is equal. Mass of proton is 1 unit. Mass of neutron is 1 unit. I already told you. But what is the mass of electron? The mass of electron is 1 by 2000 of the mass of hydrogen atom. Okay. Now let's move on the last point. Okay, kids, now let's study that who discovered these subatomic particle. Who discovered? Yes, who discovered proton, who discovered electron, who discovered neutron. So J.J. Thomson, somebody call his name J.J. Thomson. Yes, somebody call his name J.J. Thomson, somebody call his name J.J. Thomson. Okay, in higher class you will study Thomson. Okay, somebody call Thomson. Doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. So in 1900, J.J. Thomson discovered a negatively charged particle called electron. Yes, who discovered electron? Electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1900. Next point. In 1886, Goldstein discovered a new radiation in gas discharge called the canal ray. These rays were positively charged. This later led to discovery of the positively charged particle called proton of the atom. Yes. Who discovered proton charged particle? Who discovered proton charged particle? E. Goldstein Rutherford. Yes, Goldstein Rutherford discovered proton charged particle. Yes, in 1886 he did an experiment. So he discovered a new radiation in gas. Yes, he discovered a new kind of rays. New kind of radiation, new kind of rays, and he gave the name to these radiation canal rays. He gave the name to these radiation canal rays. These canal rays are positively charged. Later, the name was given to these positively charged proton. Okay. So in 1886, E. Goldstein Rutherford discovered proton particle. Okay. Now the question is, who discovered neutron? In 1932, Chadwick discovered the presence of particle having no charge in the atom called neutron. Yes. So in 1932, neutron was discovered by James Chadwick. Okay, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. So kids, first of all proton was discovered. First of all proton was discovered. Who discovered proton in 1886? Goldstein Rutherford. Then electron was discovered. Who discovered electron in 1900? In 1900 J.J. Thomson discovered. And who discovered neutron? James Chadwick in 1930. It's time to ask question. Let's go on the last slide. Okay, it's question number 1. Write a short note on the discovery of subatomic particle. Write a short note on discovery of subatomic particle. I already told you, but let me again explain you last time. In 1900, J.J. Thomson discovered the presence of negative charge particle called electron in the atom. In 1886, E. Goldstein Rutherford discovered the new radiation in gas discharge and called them canal rays. These rays were positively charged. This later led to discover the positively charged particle called proton in the atom. And in 1932, James Chadwick discovered the presence of particle having no charge in atom called neutron. Question number 2. Explain about the charged particle present in an atom. How are they related to each other? Yes. Explain about the charged particle present in atom. You know, atom has three particles. So atom has 3 type of subatomic particle. They are electron, proton and neutron. Electrons are negatively charged particle. Proton are positively charged particle. Neutron has no charge, so neutron is neutral particle. And the mass of neutron is equal to proton. The mass of neutron is equal to proton. I can also say that the mass of proton is equal to mass of hydrogen and the mass of neutron is equal to mass of hydrogen. Both mass will be same, equal to hydrogen. Okay, but what is the mass of proton and neutron? 1 unit. But if I talk about the mass of electron, the mass of electron is 1 by 2000 the mass of hydrogen atom. 1 by 2000 of the mass of hydrogen atom. Okay, and how are they related to each other? How are they related to each other? Yes, so we know that number of proton is equal to number of electron. Number of proton is equal to number of electron, and number of proton is equal to atomic number. Number of proton is equal to atomic number. And what is the mass number? If we add proton and neutron, we get mass number. If we add proton and neutron, we get mass number. Question number 3. Explain atomic theory given by John Dalton. Yes. Explain atomic theory given by John Dalton. So, what is the atomic theory of John Dalton? Point number 1. All matter is made up of atom. All matter is made up of atom. Point number 2. Atoms of an elements are identical. Yes, all the atom will be same in properties, characteristics. Point number 3. Each element has different atom. Point number 4. Atom can engage in chemical reaction. Point number 5. Atoms can neither be created nor destroyed. Point number 6. Atoms are indivisible. Okay, so please you will learn atomic theory given by John Dalton. You will learn atomic theory given by John Dalton. If you want to learn Rutherford atomic model, you can learn. Because in next class I will explain again Rutherford atomic model. That time you can learn. But if you want to learn right now, you can learn. No problem. Okay. And I will also tell you that what is the course of your 9th class, 30%, which course has deleted from your class. Okay, we will see it later. Okay, bye bye.